Tanzania is in East Africa between Kenya and Mozambique. I begin my journey in the northeast in the city of Arusha before heading west to the Ngorongoro crater. With more than 300,000 residents, Arusha is one of East Africa's fastest growing cities. It's 4,500 feet above sea level and in the shadow of Mount Meru, so the climate is cool and dry, and it's a favorite jumping off point for tourists going on safari. It's a cold morning in Arusha, and I've got a long trip ahead of me, so I'm stopping by the New Slope Garden restaurant for a bowl of supu, a traditional Tanzanian breakfast. Supu is soup, and it can contain just about anything. This version certainly does. Goat lungs, heart and liver, cow stomach, intestine, and one very large tongue. Goat heads, several of them, cow hooves, cow's tail, you name it, it's found its way into this pot. Plantains, onions, and a bit of spice for good measure. You basically boil the living daylights out of everything, and you've got yourself a hearty breakfast. Let's just go right to the cow's hoof, shall we? Not a lot on here. Some chewy tendon. Little bits of cow skin, and this looks like the little pieces that cover the toes themselves. Don't eat that. Oh. Good thing there's a lot of broth to wash this down. Supu is served on many small plates, and part of the fun is picking your way through all the different parts. I happen to be a big tongue guy. Wow. That's funky. I'm not sure what happened to this head before it went in the soup pot, but it may have sat in the back of the car for a while. Ooh. Little piece from the eye socket. This is great. Well, intestine time. These intestines here could have used a couple of more minutes in the stock pot, if you know what I mean. They're a little chewy. And a power sprayer would have helped to sort of move along the grass and the other plant matter that was making its way from the front of the animal to the back. It's still in there. Thank God for this amazing broth. Well, after supu, it's safari time. A yellow cow's milk cheese isn't the only Dutch classic to come out of the city of Gouda. The smell of caramel and vanilla right now is intoxicating.
You never get sick of them.
What she said. Syrup waffles, or stroopwafels, first appeared in a Gouda bakery around the early 19th century. It's the classic Dutch street waffle. The dough is pressed into these fine little waffle presses, and then it's got this beautiful, sweet little caramely sauce inside of it.
There you go, the highlight of the tour.
It is, there's nothing better. Just look at that. I'm not pausing for effect. I'm refusing to talk because this is so ridiculously good. Stroopwafel stands are a fixture of markets and carnivals, alongside another perennial favorite. That's some impressive fork work.
Thank you.
Poffertjes. The buckwheat flour and yeast mini pancakes require a special pan and expert flip to achieve fluffy perfection. They're small and yeasty and spongy. There is not a world that I could imagine that isn't made better with pancakes, butter, and sugar. Poffertjes are also popular in Indonesia, the former Dutch colony. The flow of cross-cultural influence wasn't a one-way street.
We're gonna go with the peanut butter, the one that won us our first prize. So fried peanut butter, jelly, and banana sandwich. And just the extra pizzazz in it.
You gotta have a little extra jelly,
yeah,
don't
extra
you?
jelly. The Elvis.
The Elvis.
The Elvis.
I love it.
Alrighty.
Something light to start out with.
Just to start you off with.
That's ridiculously good.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
A fresh jelly donut.
Yeah.
And when I say fresh, I mean one that we've managed to inject the flavoring into the center of a donut, then deep fry it, and everything's hot.
Yep.
This is crunchy. It's not greasy.
No.
This is amazing.
Oh yeah, that's what takes it up is the frying part of it. It warms up the peanut butter. It gives you that crunchiness that you don't get.
So Abel, what's next?
Fried Coke.
Fried Coca-Cola.
Fried Coca-Cola.
In 2006, Abel came up with a new artery-clogging concoction, fried Coke. He deep fries Coca-Cola flavored batter, then drizzles Coke fountain syrup on it. The fried Coke is topped with whipped cream, cinnamon sugar, and a cherry. This diet buster won the creativity honor at the Big Tex Choice Awards contest.
We infuse sweet dough, of course, kind of like a donut.
Yeah.
We infuse it with Coke, lots and lots of Coke.
Right.
So it comes out like Coke-flavored donut. What you end up with is sort of, kind of, by serving it in a glass, is a Coke.
Oh, yeah. The ones on the bottom are the best,
Oh
aren't
yeah,
they?
of course, because they're the ones that have been really soaking in there.
All right. I guarantee you, 99% of your customers all say what I'm about to say. I didn't think it would taste so much like Coke as it does.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yep.
That's what everybody tells you.
Yep.
The whipped cream just reeks of Coke.
Yeah.
The donuts taste like Coke. And the strawberry Coke syrup is just off the charts. I'm gonna have no problem polishing this off.
Well, save room because there's a lot more left. Bring it on.
Bring it on. Let's
All
not
right.
waste any time. Abel's newest creation is called Fire and Ice. It's a pineapple ring that's battered and deep fried, then topped with a banana-flavored whipped cream that's been frozen in liquid nitrogen. It's a mouthful for sure, and the liquid nitrogen has a side effect. No, it doesn't hurt. But that cold smoke coming through my nose is one weird sensation.
You not only want it to taste good, you want it to be part of the show.
Come here. One food item I've always been curious about is called kalia, which I found in one of the souk's back alleyways. It's a staple of the Moroccan diet. Meat that is salted, dried, cooked, then packed in layers of fat, which preserves whatever meat lies underneath. At least, that's the theory.
He's cutting away the meat with a giant scissor. That way he only takes the outside part, and spoilage is limited.
Kalia is a breakfast food in Morocco, so I grab a tub to go for tomorrow.
So we've got our kalia, mystery meat, salted and cooked in its own fat, preserved. And we've got our amalou, burnt almond paste with argan oil and honey. And essentially, this is going to be our breakfast. Mystery meat and amalou, the breakfast of champions.
Now that we're back on the road, it's time to think about breakfast. The kalia, that pile of mystery meat, has been sitting in the hot van since yesterday, so I'm sure it's nice and ripe. Mo knows of a beautiful kasbah where we can stop and eat. These castles, or garrisons, are found throughout southern Morocco and were originally built to house tribal leaders and protect the Berber tribes from outside invaders.
I'm standing here at the entryway to the oasis in front of the ancient Kasbah at Ait Ben Haddou, the old fortress that has served as the background for many of Hollywood's most famous movies. In fact, the film Gladiator was shot right here, and whenever I'm in Ait Ben Haddou, all the locals refer to me by my gladiator nickname, Stomachus Maximus.
As well they should, judging by what I have planned for breakfast.
Here you go.
Kalia, mixed with eggs, is a popular breakfast dish here in Morocco. The mystery meat, what kind is anyone's guess, is salted, dried, and then preserved in its own fat. That's the yellow mushy stuff you see surrounding the meat.
Putrid meat with eggs. I love it.
I get myself prepared. Beautiful view, lots of sunshine, and a plate of who knows what.
The putrid and foul stench that accompanies the rotten, spoiled meat that we've mixed in here with our eggs this morning is doing two things simultaneously that I always thought were mutually exclusive. It's both scaring the pants off of me and attracting every fly within 500 kilometers of Ait Ben Haddou. Little egg, a little bit of whatever this is. It's a mini breakfast burrito. Oh my gosh. That is really strong. The smell through my nose is of rotted meat. There is no amount of visiting some of the most hellacious and foul-smelling places on earth, and trust me, I've been there, that matches up with getting your face up close and personal with a little khalia for breakfast. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Oh my God. Thank God there's some kind of chicken egg in there to sort of soften the blow. Oh my Lord. If you really want to understand the culture of a country, you try everything, you eat everything, and I just defer to the people that enjoy this dish, and I defend their right to eat khalia every single morning of their lives if they like. For me, it's definitely an acquired taste. But you got to give me some points. I tried it twice.
Today, I'm going to see how this plant turns into a whole lot of food. Tia village is about 50 miles outside Ethiopia's capital of Addis Ababa. Its people are Gurage, one of the 8 ethnic groups making up most of Ethiopia's population. I've arrived with Moroccan Tamarat, one of my guides. A foreign visitor is a rare event here in this town, and I receive some special hospitality.
Are these
So these are the heads of the family, and these people are their neighbors.
Hello, very nice to meet you.
About 200 villagers are on hand when I arrive, and I seem to get a personal welcome from every single one of them.
Wow, that was a greeting.
Like most places in the world, welcoming a guest means offering food and drinks. But it's the food here that interests me the most.
It's prepared from the false banana tree, which grows around this area. That's very important for the society because it's the main food. It's a stable food for the whole society.
They call the enset plant false banana because it looks just like a banana tree. But enset doesn't produce any edible fruit. So what makes it a major food source in Ethiopia? Well, as the saying goes, it takes a village. Men strip the leaves off the plant. Women strip off the broad leaves to get at the stalk in the center. The men peel away the layers of stalk, and the women shave those stalks down to a pile of fiber. This is mostly about food, but for the record, this plant provides building materials as well.
So after part of the edible piece of the branch is scraped away, what's left behind is this fiber, which is extremely strong. This is
Very, very strong.
unbreakable.
Yeah, we use it to make mats and ropes and sacks.
Before they're through, the villagers will cut up and use every single fragment of this plant.
And after they take down the leaves and after they unroot the plant, what do they do next?
Then they smash the root and they bury it in the hole there.
So the root goes back into the hole it came from. Then it takes an enormous amount of work to get every last shred of fiber out of it, and then to mash the fibers into a paste.
Now they're clapping and singing to both provide her with the energy and strength that's needed to pound this stuff for what's been over an hour now. And you can hear the bass beat and the chanting. It's how the world's first music started, call and response.
Now, when this work is done, the pulpy mass of fibers gets covered by layers of leaves and stones, and then they leave it to rot in the ground for 3 months. Here are the storage lockers for enset that was stripped and pounded and buried long before I got here. Very long. I'm about to see what all those weeks underground does to enset, and not just see it.
So this has been fermenting for
For
3 months.
yeah.
Smells it. Yeah.
It's like cheese.
It is like cheese, isn't it? What's so funny?
It may seem strange, but it's a worldwide solution to preserving food without cans or freezers.
It's very common all over the world. Each one has its own particular nasty, horrible smell.
Yeah, it's one of them.
This is one of them.
But this one batch of stinky raw material will make 3 different kinds of food and make enough of it to give more than a dozen people 3 meals a day for the next 10 days. The transformation starts when the rotten NSET paste is washed, then dried. When it's dry, it turns into powder and looks very much like flour. Bake it, and it's bread. Add water and stir, and it's porridge. Add the Ethiopians' favorite mix of red-hot spices, berbere, and you can eat it just as it is. And this dish is called bula firfir.
All right, bula firfir. Cheers. If you took Limburger cheese, dried it out, turned it into a powder, and toasted it with herbs and spices, it's exactly what this would taste like. And because this is so starchy, when it's ground into a flour, it's like putting a spoonful of cornstarch into your mouth, and it just takes away all the moisture. The seasoning is great, that berbere and the green herbs. This is very good. Thank you very, very much. I love her. She's got the greatest laugh and the greatest smile. That is so, oh, thank you.
If you take the same powder, add water until it thickens, and add some generous globs of butter, it makes a porridge they call mook.
Oh, see, it smells like that tastes. Okay, kind of speechless. The texture is very slippery. It's very slippery, and it's very strong tasting. It takes a lot to get used to. I think I took too much on my spoon. Wow, it's strong. Fermented and rotten foods that are made from plants that are buried in the ground, I've now decided, having tasted enough of them around the world, are much stronger and much harsher tasting than things like rotted meat. The plant stuff just gets a nastier flavor. You guys love this, don't you? It's like mother's milk, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a lollipop. Wow. Oh, God. Please explain to them. I'm not being rude, just my palate isn't used to foods like this. Yeah, it's the first time. Yeah.